Hey guys, Dave Moore at DaveMoore.com, talking today about installing a connector into your Glock. Now this is probably the most changed out part, at least the most first changed out part. Usually when people get a new Glock, the first thing they change out is the connector. Reason being, it's extremely cheap and it does drop the trigger weight and it makes the trigger smoother depending on which connector you've got. So for a few bucks, this part can make a whole big of a difference, or a whole lot of a difference in your Glock. So I'm going to do it right now, show you how to install that, and you're going to be surprised how easy it actually is. Alright, so next is installing the connector into your trigger housing. This is really easy and you're going to see why here in a second. So this is called the trigger housing. This is pretty much the main part of the trigger. This is what is held into the gun. Now there's a channel here. That's where your connector goes. It can really go in one way. So what you're going to do is find that angled part, put it in that slot, and push it all the way down. Make sure it is firmly seated in there, okay? Next is installing the spring. Now, as you can tell, the spring is shaped like an S. So when you're looking at the connector, you want the spring to take the shape of an S, not a reverse S, okay? So you're gonna drop that hook down into this hole, and that is installed. Next, you're going to do the same thing on the trigger bar itself, just like that. So that is the put together trigger assembly. Now the next step is to get it all to intermingle with each other. You're going to pull, twist, and seat it down in there. It takes some getting used to, but it's really not that hard. It's just kind of a motion that you have to do a few times to perfect it.